Okay, I am having all kinds of technical difficulties tonight, y'all. So I'm not even going to play the intro. We're just going to jump right into this tonight. All right, let's get our special guest up here. Special guests up here tonight.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, I
Hello.
guess everyone will, start rolling in here in a minute.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I need to
Eee,
pull up. Okay, we got Cat Ninja, but I don't know if they're still here. And let's see who
I
else
hope so.
came. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up my other the other chat because Streamyard has been just laggy lately. Like lagging like crazy. Okay. Oh, there's Juju, and we got a Grace case.
Yay! The gang's here. Hello, Precious and Gracie.
Oh,
Mrs. C. Yes.
hey, Mrs. C. Y'all are in for a treat tonight. I'm gonna attempt to do stuff actually on my stream while they're
Woohoo!
telling a story. So this is how I figured we would do this. While you two are telling your story and I'm waiting to jump back in, I am gonna play around with my aquarium and try to aquascape it a little and see
Okay.
how this goes.
And I'm gonna make the wife go first.
Oh, just push her into it. Just like, here you go.
Well, my kitten story. Every time we get a new group of friends, she needles me that I gotta tell the kitten story. I gotta tell the kitten story. Well, it's a pretty good comedy act, and yeah. Here's the disclaimer. Everyone, please go empty bladders. Otherwise, there will be wet chairs because yes, people have wet their pants while listening.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna mute out. I'm gonna let you go, and I am gonna start
Oh,
playing with this tank a little.
okay. Well, I guess it's my show, huh? Well, you can start. You started this. You get to tell your fun story. And traumatized them. That was her whole story. Eating, not dead Popeyes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She loves the kitten story. Yeah. See, who else is I? Oh no, they couldn't hear you, hon.
Yeah, I was.
Juge, okay. Oh, hello, Claire.
We can still hear
Oh,
Sean.
okay.
I mean, we can hear her. I was like, she sounded kind of far away, and I thought it was something on my end. I was trying to fix it, and it. I think it's just her sitting a little too far from the mic. Hey, Claire.
Yeah,
Hey,
could be.
everyone. We're gonna let Fishner, tell his story now, and I'm gonna
Okay,
I'm gonna try to figure out how to turn this camera on.
tell the kitten story, and yes, I'm not responsible for any therapy that that's incurred after this, and all proceeds will go to my therapy for reliving it. Okay, so this kind of a little setup. Back when I was 19 or so, I want to say it was about 86, 87. Had to, I moved in with a friend from work and his wife and his girlfriend, who was supposedly his cousin, but yet that's a whole different story for a different time. But hey, 19, I got to get out from underneath the tyranny of mom and dad and get out on my own. Well, after a few weeks of living there, he buys his wife a Siamese kitten. Cute little thing, full of just love to play. Love to play. Well, one Friday night, the three of them took off for the weekend. I had the place to myself. Of course, being a Friday night, I go out with the boys and come home. Eh, yeah, under the influence is easiest way to say it. There were chemicals involved. I proceeded to pour myself into bed. Seeing as I had the place to myself, I didn't bother with pajamas or anything. Beautiful July night, nice and warm, just a sheet over me. Well, Kitten decided my chest was a lovely place to curl up because it was warm. I remember waking up to something on my chest looking, okay, Kitten, fine, not a problem. Go back to sleep. I was wearing this silver chain that Kitten thought was a lovely toy. You're right, Juju. I did not factor in the kitten. And we're getting to that. Because this kitten went after this chain that I was wearing. I was clawed from ear to ear. I never woke up to tell you what kind of condition I was in. No, Cristola, she is setting up a new tank for a new project. Okay, back to the story. I want to say the real fun part of the story comes at about 6 a.m. Being a young male, you have those certain dreams, and things under the sheets start moving. The kitten noticed. The kitten attacked. Reflexes being what they were at the time, I was able to catch the cat with both hands and pull with all four fangs and all eight front claws fully embedded.
Oh my god. No. I'm sorry, I
Yes,
had to jump back into that one. Oh my
yes. I screamed. Cat screamed. Cat went running. I was suddenly awake. Hence to say, this was the last time I ever saw that kitten.
I think
Not
this
that I did anything to the kitten, but I think the kitten was as scared as I was.
oh man. Poor kitty.
I still have the scars.
Oh, I bet you do. Oh no.
Oh, but the story isn't over yet.
Oh no. It's so
No, I composed myself to get into the bathroom and clean up and assess the damage. Yes, it was pretty bad. But once I got cleaned up, I'm like, okay, now what do I do? I look for bandages and something, and all I can find is the economy box of band aids.
oh
And the
no.
only ones left are the little damn circle ones. To this day, you cannot give me one of those little circle band aids. When I got my COVID shot, they wanted to give me one, and I threatened to punch the doctor out.
I bet you did. Poor kitty. Poor picture.
Now, remember, I was 19 in my prime.
Oh man.
I was laid up for well over a week. When I got back to the bedroom, my bed sheet looked like a murder scene. It was that bad. It was that bad.
I bet it was, considering, because that's where like all the blood flows.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
man.
And
So, am I
when
doing anything wrong over here yet?
I don't see anything wrong yet.
Okay. Okay. The only thing is, I should have grabbed a cup for the sand. I don't want to just flop it in here. Okay. Sorry about that.
But yeah, no. And when my roommates finally made it back Sunday, yeah, I was quite stoic on the couch, and they were wondering what happened to the kitten. And all I could grumble is, I don't want to see that kitten. What happened? I don't want to tell you. Did you do something to my kitten? No, your kitten did something to me.
Oh man.
But yeah, and this is why to this day I don't care for Siamese kittens and circle band aids.
It's always Siamese cats too that do stuff like that. It's always Siamese cats.
Apparently.
I had a Lyft driver over the weekend that was telling me that he got attacked as a kid by a Siamese cat. And I was like, oh God. And then this is like, wow. That's
Yes.
funny. I mean, it's not funny. It is
It,
funny.
well, I, I I enjoy the humor of the story now. And
That
it's about the only way I can get past the trauma is focus on the humor.
is to just laugh about it. Yeah. There's some things that happen
Exactly.
that, you know, it's just that bad that you got to laugh about it.
Exactly. And of course, when we got Little Toothless, Sean was teasing me about, oh, I wonder if Toothless will. Yeah, yeah.
Let's
I no
hope.
longer sleep flat on my back.
Yeah. And see, what's kind of funny is when me and my husband Brian, when we first got back together in 2004, one of our friends had a cat, and it was our first kitten together, and we named him Tweak because he acted really spastic, and every morning he would wake me up by going after my feet. Well, so one morning he does that, and I didn't realize that Brian had left our bedroom window open, and it didn't have a screen. Well, the only problem is we live in a third floor apartment, and I kicked, and the cat literally hit the wall, literally about 2 inches from the window. I didn't mean to kick him that hard. It's just he bit down, and I literally had like a big gash in my foot from where his fangs had gone into the bottom of my foot. So it's
Yeah.
really just trying to get the cat off of me. But when
So
I
so
spun,
you know the pain,
and the
and your foot
danger,
isn't quite as tender.
no, I do know the pain of them latch, especially when you're asleep and you're not
Yes.
expecting it. Oh man,
and
and it's the
and
most
reflex.
horrifying.
I look back on that, and it's like, how were my reflexes that fast to catch that kitten and pull while he was still hatched?
Yeah, that kitten got lucky that all you did was just grab it.
Well, the immediate pain made me let go right away,
Yeah, yeah.
and all the blood. And
It's just like, oh my god, what's going on?
yeah, I think I ended up throwing those sheets away.
Probably that's probably a good idea anyway, just because it is like a reminder of all that going on and
Well,
everything.
we were living in an apartment, and you want to take that into a laundromat and have
And then
people ask, what
what
happened?
happens? And then they're looking at you because you're a young guy. I get it.
Right.
I do.
Easier to throw them away.
Yeah, it does not have to try to explain that. All right. So, what do you think? Am I going to need more sand for this?
I
Let's
think
take a
you
look.
should be. I think you should be good.
Okay.
Do you have any gravel left?
I do have more gravel. Um,
You can put the gravel around the edges.
okay. Cuz yeah, I put
Yeah, on top of the sand.
on top of the sand. Okay.
Yep.
I may go get another layer of the gravel. I think it's pink gravel, so I may wait and get more gravel later.
Ooh, ooh, clown barf! Yay! Everyone
Yeah.
loves clown barf.
I figured if I used the blue, at least most of it would be covered, you know.
Right.
So, and it was free. It was all given to me for free, so I couldn't really complain. You know, don't look a gift
There
horse
you
in the
go.
mouth. But I was like, I
Anything
can.
free is worth saving up for.
Yes, yes, it is. So, I was like, you know what? I'll just start here, and yeah. And this sand, I was really surprised. I expected it to be much dirtier than it was.
Well, the pool filter sand generally isn't that dusty.
Yeah, because I think I had to rinse it like 3 times to get it to stop doing that bubbly thing on top with the dirt.
Hello, Teresa.
Hey, Teresa. Hey, everyone. Hey, Mrs. Grace. I'm sorry I didn't tell you goodbye while he was telling the story. I didn't want to interrupt him. And hey, everyone for being here. I know I haven't introduced anyone or talked much to the chat, but
Eh,
I'm not used to, guest and a project at the same time. So this is a work in progress, y'all. Hopefully, we'll be doing more things like this. So get the sand,
yeah.
man. I forgot to bring a towel to wipe my hands off with. Let's not touch the computer until I wash my hands and get sand in it. That would be so bad. So bad. Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll put another
Oh.
layer of gravel on this after I get some more. I'll
You
look and
can
see what
always
I
gr- you
can add.
can always add gravel later too.
Yeah, and I was also thinking about maybe getting some like a bigger like a pea gravel or something and putting that on top too.
That that would be nice.
Yeah, because I still have to go to the landscape store, the rock store that we found. We found a store that does like all of the bricks for landscaping and the
Yep.
rocks and the big decorative stuff. And
Yep.
he said, "Yeah, come by and we'll hook you up with gravel." It's like cool.
Gravel, some pieces of slate. Uh, yeah, those are fun. Always fun to get, and they work out nice. Now, I will say, when you add your water,
Yes.
put a bowl in there and pour the water into the bowl.
Okay. Because with the little one that I did, I'll pull the camera over there in a minute um, and show that one. The little, I think it's like a 4 gallon one, almost
Yeah,
5. I put like a bag on it and then poured the water on top of the bag,
yeah.
and that works.
Use either a little plate or a little bowl, and you pour into the bowl. That way, it overflows the bowl and doesn't blow the sand and everything all over the place.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah, like that. Okay, there's. You know what? I'm gonna have to figure that out because someone's about to make an appearance that everyone hasn't seen in a minute. Hang on, let me hide the camera real quick, and then I'll be right back. Let me find it real quick.
Do 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 do. Catching up in chat here. Do, do.
Okay, now I will
I
say
can't
this was.
remember if I said hello to AC there, darling.
Oh, hey, AC. Sorry if I didn't say hello to you
Yeah,
either.
I think I've gotten everybody. If not, you know, flip me off in chat or something.
Okay, so someone else is going to make a surprise appearance in tonight's stream, and some of the OGs from the early Sea Monkey days will will remember this guy. So let's see if everyone can remember this little guy here.
No, I don't know that thing anywhere. Never seen that before.
He's back.
He's back.
That's where he's gonna sit.
Okay.
At least somewhere like that. I don't know. I don't. Maybe not directly in the middle. That might be it. Maybe we'll put him like over here. We'll do a little. Put him like over here, and then that way he can hide the little filter guy. Kind of.
No, Juju, it wasn't the fish. They have come later in life. I think it was just because I was such a sweet guy. Pathetic little puppy.
Yeah, I think we'll put him like right there in the little tank. See, there's the tank. There we go. And then get like some rock or some plants over on that side. Little ship right there. There we go.
Some rocks and yeah,
Oh, you know what? I got some more sand. I'm gonna put in this little corner here. And then, yeah. And then all that's left is to put some water in here and a filter. Water and a filter. There we go. Come get out of the bucket. Okay, we'll fix that later. So I finally did something on air other than just talking, not turning the camera on. Attack of the camera. Okay, hang on. Man down. The tripod broke.
oh no,
I really have to get a new one. This little thing does not like to stand up on his own anymore. Dave was good
you
for the first 3 months, and then he went downhill.
you can only get so far with duct tape and baling wire.
Yeah, and he was an Amazon special, so we'll give him that.
Okay,
Someone told me I was like, I want to take underwater shots. They're like, just put it in a Ziploc bag. I was like, I don't think that's gonna work. I was like, really don't think that's a good idea.
Hmm.
It's like he's got a cord on him. He's gonna let water in. Oh.
Now, haven't any of those plants doubled or started new ones to transfer over to this tank?
Oh yeah. Actually, let me see if I can, because I did take a picture of the tank with all the plants in it. The sword that you sent me, I think it was a sword plant. Um, I'm trying to remember all of the plant. I need to pull up
The
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 email.
grass
Yeah,
the
the
grass
grass was
looking one.
that one took way over,
Yeah, that those are Vallisneria, and yeah, they go crazy.
and so that one I've got like tons of, and then
Yes, you will be throwing that away after a couple of months.
it even had like little pieces of it that were trying to root, but they were trying to go out of the water, and I'm like, what are you looking for, dude? Like, you're not gonna find
Yeah,
anything out there. Um, I've got a picture of it. Hang on. I should have already had this done. Again, I was stuck at Walmart, and I need to not go to Walmart on nights I stream. Like, why do I keep doing this to myself? Okay, where is it? I swear one day I'll have everything on my new phone memorized, and then it'll break, and I'll need a new phone. Okay, pictures, pictures, pictures.
I don't think I sent the sword plant.
I'm trying to remember which
No,
one it was. Hang on.
from what I remember, I sent Vallisneria. I sent that big, lovely crypt Eustriana.
Okay.
Uh, I sent
It may be the crypt
yeah,
then. Hang on 1 second. I
yeah.
almost have it. I found it. Let's let's pull this back. Where is there we go. No, you know what? We're gonna go Facebook with that because that one's easier to pull up.
And then there
Uh,
were two types of hygrophila. One is the water wisteria, and that was the one you showed me. You sent me the
yeah,
picture of the little
that
piece,
one took off, and I've got like two or
and that
three of
will.
those.
And what's
Um,
nice is when that grows up too tall, you pinch off the top, put the top back in the bottom, and it keeps growing. Same with the other one, but the other one I've sent was a piece that had grown out of the water. And if that one you let keep growing out of the water, eventually it will have this pretty little blue flower.
oh, cool.
Yes, that one would be willow hygro.
Okay, hang on one second. I'll open this picture of the tank up, and you can tell me what I've still got in there.
Okay,
Probably better than I can. Okay. All right. I just emailed it to myself because what is going
because
on
you
here?
can.
Okay. You know what? Let's just do it this way then because, yeah, I can't find anything here. Like, my Gmail is not wanting to open. That sucks. So let's see if we can do this. Oh, and when I went to the this weekend, I went to Off the Hook. It's a fish store, and I'd actually messaged Fish Nerd about that because I was in there and I was like, man, I could buy so many plants while I'm in here or fish.
Oh
And then
yeah.
I started looking at the prices and I was like, no. But after I got out of there, they wouldn't let me take pictures in there. They wouldn't let me film in there until I talked to the owner. And I can understand that because,
Yes, you can.
I get it. Like, you probably got a lot of people coming in there and wanting to, see
Mm.
what you're
Look at
charging,
my
see what you're, you know,
look at my tank. No, that's not your tank.
that's a storage tank, silly. Okay, let me find. There we go. I'm almost there, guys. I'm almost there. But yeah, I had a blast in there. The kids were trying to buy a couple of axolotls, but they were like 120 a piece. And I'm like, we're not taking one of those home. Sorry, it's Mother's Day.
What?
I'm buying something
120 for an axolotl?
for an
I have friends here
axolotl.
ready to give them away.
Oh my god. Well, then I'm coming up there and I'll get an axolotl and take it home because wow, I saw that and I was like, and even if you go to like Petco and they happen to get one in, you're still gonna pay like 80, $90. So I was
You know,
like,
I have friends that are raising them, and yeah, they have spawns of anywheres from 60 to 200, and yeah, they're giving them away.
oh wow. See, that would be cool because I mean, my kids have always been like wanting an axolotl, and they're just like I said down here, stuff's too expensive because you have to wait for PetSmart or Petco to get them in, and they usually don't.
Well, see,
So
this is
yeah.
also another reason why I say get involved in a local club. They know where to find all the good stuff, and they know where to get all the good stuff.
Yeah. And next month I am gonna go to the fish club meeting, and the first one I might not try to like film anything because like I'll be the new person there. But after I get comfortable, I'll be like whipping the camera out and be like, "Let's see
Yeah,
what I can find here."
before you, as I say with the clubs and with the stores, you always ask permission first
Yeah,
because it doesn't always go over well.
yeah, yeah. They might not
I
be.
I I approached my club and I got shot down.
Oh
Okay, fine. I'm
no.
not okay.
Okay, let's see if I can zoom this picture in a little.
Yeah, I am seeing a lot of Velisinaria.
Yeah, that stuff took over.
Oh, and it does. Like, and yes, you will be throwing that away, by next
And
week.
the one on the uh, left side, it's got
Okay.
like long leaves on it, and it's got like a red vein in the leaf.
Okay, I think that was the willow hydro.
Okay.
That's the stuff that, yeah, if it gets strong enough and grows out of the top of the tank, yeah, you'll have the pretty blue flower.
Now that one, it the filter had uprooted it, and it just kind of like floated over to that side of the tank, and the root has actually grown down into the bottom. It's a mixture of
Yes,
black
it
sand
will.
and soil, and is rooted
And
all through there.
yeah, both of the high grows, the wisteria and the willow, all along the stem of it, it'll when it's underwater will pop off roots, which is why
Okay.
you can get away with clipping the top off and replanting the top.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna put in this one, since I already have it, I was gonna put the other piece of the
The wisteria.
yeah, the other piece of wisteria I've got in there. I'm gonna put that one in this one. I'm gonna put some of the vallisneria in there in the back, and kind of like let it go along the back of it, and
Yep.
then that the one all the way to the left, the water hydro is what you called it,
Yeah, the willow hydro.
willow
Yeah,
hydro. That one, the willow hydro. It's got
with
like
the
two.
long skinny leaves.
Yes. I'm gonna. It's got like two spots that have started roots on the stem of it, and I'm gonna cut between there and put one in here and keep one in the other tank. And then this tank, I'm actually gonna break that down because that's the one I had the shrimp in, and I
Yep.
think all of them are gone that I got over
Oh
the
no.
weekend. Yeah, and I kind of remember looking at the tank they were in, and it wasn't. It was just like a tank with no gravel on the bottom. So I'm not
Right.
even sure if they were even feeding them.
Generally
So,
not. Like I say, grass shrimp. Most people buy them to feed to other things.
and as cheap as they were,
Right.
it
Now
kind of made me.
I don't see that little crypt in there.
Oh
That
yeah,
that
that was probably the one that I had that melted back. Oh, the one that I
yeah.
got. Let me. You know what? Let me pull that one out of the tank because I'm gonna put that little crypt in this tank anyway. So
Okay.
let me go grab it real quick, and I'll put it on my regular camera real quick. Hang on.
Okay. Claire curses like a truck driver. Yeah. Now I know why I get along. I curse like a mechanic. And while we wait for Mousy, everybody na 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 na. Okay, no more Jeopardy.
Okay, I am back. Now let's pull up the camera again.
Mrs. C, I used to get paid for dancing. I had to
There.
quit because the quarters made me walk funny.
Okay, can you see him now? Yeah, that's the little guy I got. Now, should I just
That's
keep him in this little basket?
and it's probably got Rockwell in there. Rockwell and shrimp don't go well together.
Okay, so take so maybe not put
Y-
that one in this tank.
Well, I'd pull it out of the Rockwell and put that right down into the dirted area.
Okay, okay. He's got some good roots on him too. They're already coming out the bottom.
Yes. Oh yeah.
They had like a whole bunch of crypts, like different sizes and
Yeah.
different
Now
species of
don't
them. And
be when you transplant it, do not be surprised if they go through what they will do is called crypt melt, and pretty much all the leaves die away. But if the roots are white and healthy, they come back.
Oh, okay.
So so yeah, don't worry about crypt melt.
Okay. Yeah, because his roots look really good, and
Yeah,
he's even got a
they
little shoot coming out on the side
yep,
there.
yep,
I see
and
it.
the roots look good and white, so they are healthy.
Uh, so I will after the stream, I'll take him out and I will dissect this little stuff around him and get him in here and add the water. So yeah, this is so it took me 3 times to figure out that I should probably put all the substrate in the tank before I add the water. So I was like trying to add the water and then put all the stuff in there. I was like, why is all this floating? So
Yes,
yeah, I was like, what am I doing? I was like, what?
fill the
And it was like,
tank from the bottom up.
yeah, yeah, not from the top to the
Now,
bottom.
granted, you can add the things like rocks and wood and plants after the water, but sometimes it's nice to have a lot of that in first.
Yeah, yeah, because that's why the substrate in the 10 gallon. That's why I'm gonna redo that one. Is because it's like all the sand and the soil like just mixed together, and it was a black sand, so I couldn't tell exactly what I was like if I was mixing it together or getting it on top of it. And I just gave up. I was like, you know what? We're just gonna leave you like this for now, and then because I
Yeah,
already had the plants in it, and I was like, the plants are doing okay for now, so let the filters do their thing and get the bacteria in them, and then we'll go from
yeah.
there. So at least I have a whole aquarium full of aquarium water that I could just basically transplant too. So you know, to do another tank or save it and put it back in or just change the water. You know, water changes are good. And I still have the
Okay,
piece of driftwood you gave me too
good,
that I need
good.
to get in. You know what? Maybe I'll go ahead and put it in the shrimp tank for now until I
That
get
would
the
be real
other.
good because the driftwood will grow the biofilm,
Okay.
and that's one of the things that shrimp eat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, then
the plecos will eat it too.
we'll put this guy over here and that guy over there, and all the plants can go along the back and in the front, right there in the middle. And then I can put the sponge filter behind. Oh, I could either put it behind the driftwood or the little chip for the shrimp. So I think this is the way I'm gonna set it up, right there, and then the plants will come next.
Yay!
Yay!
Now,
Okay,
are
now
we
I need.
going to disclose what's going in this tank other
Oh
than
yeah,
shrimp and wood and sand and plants and
yes, we should talk about what's gonna go in the. It's the next shrimp saga.
yeah,
It I tried with the wrong shrimp this weekend. So, um, what was it we decided on the
red cherry shrimp.
red cherry shrimp? Yes,
Yep, Neocaridina.
that is my next conquest while I work on the big tank. So I am very excited about that. The sea monkeys, I've got like one guy in the sea monkey tank, okay, and all of my females are pregnant. Every one of them.
He's busy.
He was a busy little guy, and I've got
Keep the
babies
cat
like
away
all in
from
that
him.
thing. So they're probably going to get a 1 gallon upgrade next week.
Nice. So
So
yeah, you've already proven that you're good. You're good with the brine shrimp, and now let's step up to slightly bigger shrimp.
yep, ones that we can actually see without a microscope, or me almost getting in the tank with them.
Right.
But the sea monkeys, the brine shrimp sea monkeys, that was fun because I figured if I can keep them alive when it's been so hard to even get them going, then one, I'll understand when something does go wrong in the tank, what's starting to go wrong.
Right.
That I need to start checking things, and instead of just like, well, they said it was supposed to work. You can't just brewing shrimp. Yes, I'm gonna brew.
Brewing shrimp.
I did brew. It took a while to brew them shrimp. So those shrimp were very hard.
First, maybe we should ask chat if we should go with cherry red or blue dream.
Oh,
Let's see
yeah,
what they say.
yeah. Okay, guys. Um,
Red or blue?
yep. I don't know how to do a actual poll on the thing, but I'm gonna ask.
One for blue, two for blue,
Yeah, one for red, two for blue. Oh, it looks like we're getting
another blue,
another blue. Oh, three blues. Oh, we got one red. We got one red. It looks like it's gonna
okay,
be
there's two
blue.
reds, another blue.
Yep.
Looks
And it
like
looks
blue
like
is going to win.
blue is gonna win. Yeah. If we got more than we got two. Okay, we got two red and the rest are blue. So
And four, yeah, two red, four blue. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. No,
blue it
we can't
is.
do both because then you end up with brown shrimp. It doesn't work out that you get purple shrimp. It doesn't work that
That's
way.
not cool.
Yeah,
That's what Juju was saying. That's what I would have thought. Oh, we're gonna get purple shrimp. Yeah.
that's what I thought too. And yeah, you get ugly brown shrimp.
Aw. Well, you know what? We'll start blue. We'll start
Okay, we'll
blue this
start with
time,
blue, and
and
then we'll get red, and then we'll branch off to maybe yellow or green or orange. They make a whole wild, yeah.
rainbow of
There's all
shrimp.
kinds of colors out there, but the two popular are red cherry reds and blue dreams.
Yeah. Oh, that was another thing that killed me. So, okay, Mother's Day. Everyone's like, "What do I want to do for Mother's Day?" And I was like, "I just want to play with my aquariums." Okay, that's what I want to do. So that's what I spent all day Sunday doing. Um, and Saturday, I was like, "Hey, there's a fish store. I found a fish store close to us. I want to go to it." And I was talking about it earlier. It's called Off the Hook. And I knew I was going to go in there with sticker shock because it was in a very rich part of town. So I went in there knowing it's going to be a nice store, and so yeah, you know, I knew what I was getting myself into, kind of. But I walked in, and we found the red shrimp, the cherry red shrimp, and I was like, oh my, and I was like so tempted until I looked at the glass and the price on the glass, and they were $10 a shrimp, and I was like, oh no,
Yeah,
what have
and
I gotten myself into?
sadly, that is the high end of what I have seen them for. I've
Yeah,
actually seen them $12 and $15 a shrimp. But yeah, what's fun is finding a lot more places to find shrimp at better prices.
yeah, it
Oh
just
yeah, they
it
come through, but yeah, and
and
I know who has them, and I can ask.
the funny thing was my daughter was looking around and she didn't realize that she had entered the saltwater area of the store, which is a place I haven't ventured yet. You know, the brine shrimp was something that you could get away with not knowing very much about, but she got into the saltwater area and she found the actual ocean cleaner shrimp, and these
Yeah,
things were huge, and they wanted $68 a shrimp, and I was like, "You're so pretty, but no." I was like, I couldn't even keep
hi,
you
Clumsy.
alive. Hi, Closey. How's it going? Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
So,
salt water to get into salt water. I will often put it. Okay, you want to get into salt water? Pull $20 out now. Light it on fire now. Don't cry.
yeah, I'd be like, no, I can't do that. I just can't.
I can't do that. I'm
If
gonna
I ever
cry.
make
I'm
it,
gonna cry like a baby. I'm
if
gonna
I
cry
ever
like a
do,
19-year-old with a Siamese kitten attached to him.
I knew you were gonna. That's funny. Oh, But see, this is what I was telling Brian. I was like, hey, if I ever like make it big on YouTube, I was like, I'm gonna take some of that YouTube money. It might be 10 years down the road, but I'm gonna take some of that YouTube money. I'm gonna build a big house just full of aquariums. He was like, no, you're not. He goes, no, you are not. I was like, watch me. I was like, but it's a pipe dream. It might happen. It might not. You never know. But if it does, building,
Well,
you know,
I've already told Sean that I win the lottery. I'm buying a greenhouse and I'm setting up the greenhouse as a fish greenhouse.
yeah,
One of our club members, if you look, you can find him online, Tristan's Tropicals. Mr. Tristan Watson. He has his fish room in a greenhouse. It is a beautiful place. He raises beautiful fish and he sells online.
yeah. See, and you could do that. You could have a big greenhouse and then set up a whole
Yep,
fish business. See,
exactly.
and
Exactly.
I'm hoping like I can at
But I've
least
got to
get
win the lottery first. But I
yeah,
guess
lottery first.
before I win the lottery, I got to play the lottery.
And we'll even make sure And if I win the lottery, I'm gonna get Sean her pool with a greenhouse over it, and
Okay.
an indoor pool. We'll make Sean an indoor pool. If I win the lottery or get YouTube famous, it's gonna be one of the two. But we'll get Sean that pool, and you know what? We'll even get her a little hot tub on the side so she can go. In the winter.
The
Whew.
guy with the building. No, Tristan did not make the meeting that in that video. The guy with the belt, that is Mr. Stevens Fuhan. Great guy.
But no
Great guy. I
crying.
have gotten a lot of fish from him. Steve? Fish. Exactly. Well, he's more into the care cichlids right now. Yeah. So
And I'm I'm just like, man, I'm waiting to get the big. See, now I'm kind of excited to get the big tank set up too with this, so I can get some actual fishies too. And that was a hard thing. Is like, you know what, I can wait a little longer on fish to where I
yes.
have them proper home, and then I can actually buy what I want because they had like they had a bunch of little nano fish in there, and most of them were ones you'd seen: mollies, platies,
Right.
neon tetras. They did have some
You're
ice fish.
typical.
Yeah. Um, but I was like, if I see any glowfish in here, though, I'm walking out. I was like, I will leave.
Sadly, you can't get away from them.
Yeah, they're like
One of my
everywhere.
one of my favorite nano fishes. It will be the scarlet batis. Oh, gorgeous little fish. The males are bright red with silver stripes, vertical. Females are just the same, just duller colors. But sadly, I'll say 85% of any of them you'll ever find in a fish store will be male. The other sad part about them is they only eat live food.
Oh no. Yeah,
Oh
that's
yes.
kind of hard.
So to really keep them happy, you start off with your cherry shrimp colony and add those. They won't eat the big cherry shrimp, but they will keep the babies in in line and
Yeah, keep them
feed well.
down. Yeah.
Right.
And see, I was like
Yeah,
kind
Grant.
of, and I did the only thing I could afford out of that little fish store was like some of the glass shrimp because they were
Right.
10 for 350, and I was like, okay, I'll get 10 of them. I'll throw my $3
Yeah,
out there. I
yeah,
think
why
one
not?
is still alive. One made it out of 10, and one was pregnant, and I was surprised he even
Yeah.
gave her to me.
Well, like I say, they're considered feeders, and there is something. If I remember right, glass shrimp they need slightly brackish water for the eggs to hatch. Or
Uh,
maybe that's a mono shrimp, which you're not even going to touch for less than $10 a piece.
yeah,
A mono shrimp I've seen anywhere from 15 to $40 for one shrimp, but they're kind of nice.
yeah. Kind of expensive, but kind of nice.
Yes.
Cool. And
Or
like,
then there's bamboo shrimp. Those get big.
oh, I actually saw someone who had those like earlier today. I was watching a
Yeah.
video with the bamboo shrimp, and apparently she had gotten some, and they all had parasites.
Yeah.
And like, I know that's going to be like a whole new world to like step into because depending on if you like the in the store that I was in, they had like tanks that said wild caught on them, and I was like,
Yes.
okay, that's and those were pretty pricey too, and I figured it was because they were wild caught fish.
Yes and no. Um, Probably what they were. Wild caught fish versus tank raised. The tank raised tend to be a little hardier, and because they're already used to the water, wild caught is exactly that. They're caught out of the wild.
Yeah,
And people say, "Oh, you're going to get rid of all the fish that are in the wild." And no, no, everything. Uh, Gosh, there are videos out there about the fish collecting business, and where they go collecting, they can only collect so many, and what they're actually collecting may look like a lot, but they're only collecting like 2% of what is out in those rivers and lakes.
yeah. Because like I figured there had to be like some sort of limitations on that for wild caught fish.
Hmm.
When I was like looking at them, because I was like some of the tanks in there only had like three or four of them in there,
Yeah,
and he's like, that's all we ever get, and I was like,
yes.
wow,
Well, something like discus, and they were probably asking at least $80 for a discus.
yeah, yeah. I saw the discus and I just like turned around and walked away. That was
Pretty
like the only
fish.
one I recognized. I recognized, the normal
Yeah.
nanos and then the discus, and then I was like, I'm not going any further because that's just going to get more expensive. It was a lot of sticker shock in that store, a lot of it.
Yes. Well, I kind of gave you sticker shock. I showed you some expensive fish.
Yeah, those were. I was like, oh man, it's like I want
Pretty
some of
fish.
those, and then I was like, oh no, that's why. Oh wow, those are so expensive. That's because
Yeah,
that is a
scarlet
cute
batis.
fish. Yeah,
And
he's a cute little guy,
that fish is about an inch long at best, at full grown.
and he is adorable.
Oh,
He's a very
absolutely
handsome fish.
adorable. In fact, that actually looks more like a female. The
Oh
males are brighter, are more red.
wow, and see for a
Yeah,
female fish, that's brightly colored right there.
yes. It's but what it probably is, it's probably what's called a lesser male. The dominant male of a tank, I mean, is just absolutely bright red. I don't know.
Okay.
Can I share anything?
I don't. If you do, you have the share screen option.
I don't
If
even know what it looks like.
if you email it to me real quick, I can I can throw it up on the screen, or if you
Okay,
text it to me.
let me see here. Dee.
See, I'm gonna have to jump into it and get the go ahead and get the full package Streamyard, so I can
Yeah.
make you a administrator on it, so that way you
Ah,
can share too.
let's see if this works here. Boom, 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 boom. And okay, it's sent.
Okay. All right. Let's see what.
Kind of wanted to share the little oh my, I found these picture. I stole the picture.
Hey, I do it all the time. I'm like,
Yep.
ooh, I'm just gonna borrow that.
Well, see, the kind of neat thing is, I know the guy that's selling these fish. I have met him personally, and I've fed him beer and cheese, and hung out with him. And
He's probably
nice
not gonna
guy.
be
He probably won't beat me up too bad for stealing his picture.
okay. Did you email it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, let me check my email then. It's like, come on, stop being slow.
Yeah, but it's a picture of Corey, fairly new to the hobby. The males are absolutely stunning. The females, not so much. And yeah, this is he's selling a group of five, four females, one male, only $200.
Oh my goodness.
But when you see the picture of the male, you will understand. And honestly, the picture doesn't do them justice. I have seen them live and in
Okay.
full breeding colors. They are gorgeous.
It has not come through again. Do me a favor,
Oh,
send it again, if you don't mind.
all right.
It has
Let's
not come
see if.
through. Like, come on. Like, what is going on? I think
Oh
it's my
no!
end. Yeah, I think it's on me. It's not on you. My email's being wonky.
Oh no! I'm still getting used to this silly laptop.
It's all my fault. I kind of talked him into a laptop. I'm like, hey, then we can make you a YouTube channel. So I'm trying to get the fish nerd to do the YouTubey thing. So pretty soon, guys, we'll have him here. We'll have him on full time.
Pretty soon, hopefully, maybe I'll have my own channel.
But you're more than welcome to crash mine anytime you want.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it says it's sent.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I got an echo going on. What is going on there? Okay, let me. I'm gonna try to get in
Mm.
on.
Yes, Mrs. C. I think a lot of you guys came in and subscribed. Yeah, it's silly you subscribe to a channel with no content yet.
We kind of did that with me and Juju and shenanigans too. We were all
Yeah,
talking about starting one day, and we kind of all did. Now we just got to get Juju back to live streaming. No pressure there, Juju, at all. I'm not looking at chat yet, but I will in a minute.
you're going tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh, yes, that's me. I'm trying to get my email another way, and it's just not working for me right now.
It's not playing. Oh well.
And then my phone is being okay. Um, let's go back to my phone and see if I can do this here. It's just like everything on my phone and my laptop when I got the new phone completely unsynced from each other, and now it's like I don't know what's going on. Okay, you know what? Let's
Ooh,
check
wait.
all mail. And nothing came through to the spam folder. That is so weird.
Ah.
All right, let me
No.
try this again. I'm gonna close it out completely and go back in.
Well, if I had it set up, I have this little button that says present. So,
Oh, see if
but it
you
won't.
can. If you have
Yeah,
the
I
present
tried.
button, oh, it will not let you. Uh,
Unless, nope, nope, won't let me. It doesn't see
oh,
anything.
okay. Me. Hopefully, it'll come through in just a minute on my Gmail. I don't know why it's. Am I even in the right account? Yes, I am in the right account. I was like, ooh, make sure I did that right.
The one
Oh,
that you sent me the link to.
yeah. Let me double check and make sure that's the right one that I sent. Then.
No, I didn't save it in the right thing. Oh well.
Where is my sent mail?
The fun of a new computer. I don't have anything saved in the right format.
That's weird because I don't even. I may have sent it to you from another account. Then let me check. Okay, I
Possibly.
know what I did. I sent it to you from Brian's email. That's funny. That's why I couldn't
I
get it
have
on my laptop. Yeah, yeah.
I have been on Mayhem, Mississippi. I was on the last one, and I think I almost made Miss Claire wet her pants with chocolate ravioli.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, I missed that one. Oh
I
man.
didn't.
Okay. Oh, hang on. All right. So downloaded that, and then now I can open it. Haha. Now we will see the pretty fishy because that's a pretty fishy.
It is. It is absolutely gorgeous.
Uh, there we go.
I think you were there, Juju. Of course, I think I was in and out a little bit on that one.
Oh, see, we need to actually get you up. Were you on panel or just in the chat?
I was just in the chat.
Oh, see, we need to actually get you up on
Oh,
Claire's panel, and or do
oh,
you
that could be
and
dangerous.
I like doing Claire's "Am I the Asshole?" That one is fun. That's a good one to do.
Yes, yes,
I
I
thoroughly
like
enjoy
those.
that. So yes, we definitely need to get Fish Nerd on that one. Okay, so let's do this percent thing and
Yes, thank you, Clara. That makes my day that you admitted it. And I will say that's my idea of food porn because I think you had a
oh,
minor orgasm.
oh man. Okay, wrong one. Let's try this again. Hang on. StreamYard and stop screen and then go back over here. Close you out and did I not send it? Come on.
Don't envy Sean. I haven't made chocolate ravioli for 3 years late now.
Okay. All right. Now let me see if I can find it here. Why is this not coming through? What is going on here?
Because it doesn't like us.
It doesn't like me tonight. That's what it's doing. It's like,
Well,
nah.
it
Like
won't
that.
let us. It won't
It's
let us
like,
post a stolen photo.
aha! I found it. I finally found it. I'm not giving up. I'm going to share this photo.
Now that you see how pretty of a fish and why it's on my
Exactly.
bucket list,
That's a pretty fishy.
it is absolutely gorgeous.
A whole school of those on the bottom. He's like a Cory Dora, right?
Yep,
In that family. Yeah.
yep. That's a corridor's catfish.
Yeah.
Has just made it to the hobby. I want to say in the last year, and actually, that picture doesn't do it justice. The silver spots you see actually shine turquoise blue, and the yellow along the lower part is absolutely orange. And
Yeah. That's probably the prettiest Cory Dora I have seen in a while.
yes,
Because most of them, they're almost translucent too. Well, at least the common ones you see in PetSmart and Petco, because that's my only, personal experience with them. Is just,
the ones you see in Petco and PetSmart are always so stressed out, so the color isn't there. And yeah,
yeah, and see, and that's what's so sad. It's like most people don't get, to expand their horizons past PetSmart and Petco. I mean, there's nothing wrong with those stores if that's all you have, but they just really don't treat their animals very good.
well, they're brought in, and the whole idea is to sell them as quick as they can to get their money back.
Yeah, instead of actually taking care of them and making sure they're healthy and everything. So yeah, and Claire's right. Yeah, you 3 years is way too long to, for Sean not to have chocolate
Teresa,
ravioli.
yeah, Teresa, this fish here, it's a group of five for 200 plus shipping.
Wow, wow.
However, I can save the shipping costs by taking an hour drive and go picking them up.
Yeah, I would totally save that shipping cost because shipping fish is expensive. It is really expensive.
It is and it isn't. We used to we had a minor fish business where was shipping fish all over the country. Roughly, we could ship fish for probably $25 at most, and never had any problems.
Oh,
And
okay.
guys, I would make Sean the chocolate ravioli, but he really doesn't care for the chocolate ravioli. However, my ravioli Alfredo, on the other hand, yeah, that one has started fights.
I I man, ravioli and Alfredo together. That's like got to be cheese heaven right there.
Well, it was the last time I started a fight with it was for a friend's birthday party, and I got a hold of ground venison.
Oh,
So they were ground venison ravioli Alfredo. And
oh man,
the fight started over who got to take the leftovers home.
oh, I bet they did. But that,
Yes.
Juju, yeah, Juju's right. Yeah, Alfredo, yes, please. I mean, ravioli,
And the
yeah,
fun part is
especially if they're homemade.
I make it all from scratch. I
Oh
make the
yeah,
Alfredo from scratch. I make the pasta from scratch. And yeah, it's a day long project, but so worth it.
my daughter makes homemade pierogies like from scratch, the whole shebang.
Yes.
From the filling to the pasta to everything, and she will sit there literally start the night before and finish them the next day because it takes that long. And I don't like. She had like 10 aunts and uncles who made them on her dad's side of the family. So yeah, she got a lot of practice in when she lived in Indiana, making pierogies because they did it like every Christmas. They just made like batches upon batches upon batches of them, and I kind of miss pierogies, but she doesn't like making them, and I kind of feel bad asking. But they are
Oh,
really good. So when she does make them, it's kind of special.
but I love cooking for people. I love making people happy with food.
Oh,
Do I have
just
Italian in me? No. Let's see. German, Irish, Dutch.
okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense. The
mostly German.
German and the Dutch that
Yeah,
they are big on food.
the German part of me is you're too skinny. Come here, eat. You come visit. You must. Do I cook fish well? I do. I don't care to eat fish, but I cook it well.
And Teresa is right. Alfredo sauce is
Yes,
much better if you make it yourself versus the jar stuff. That jar
it's too
stuff is
damn easy.
blasphemy.
But if we're going to talk a little food, I am going to touch on the chocolate ravioli. That was kind of a recipe I came up on a dare. Um, just on a goof. It's like, let's make chocolate pasta. So yeah, I got the chocolate pasta, and it was good. It I call it a dessert pasta because you serve it cold with a little dusting of sugar, and it tastes kind of like it's more on the lines of the skin of a baked pudding. You know, that skin that comes on the top. It's just like that. And I'm like, well, gee, what can I do with chocolate pasta? Ooh, how about a cheesecake filling and make ravioli? And one thing leads to another, and yeah.
Oh man, see that does sound good. I'm
Oh,
not good with the dessert aspect of that. My kiddo does the dessert stuff, but I can just about anything else I can cook.
yeah.
And if it's
Well,
on a
and
grill,
it's odd to think of pasta as a dessert item,
yeah, it really is.
but it definitely is a dessert item. And yeah, the first attempt with the cheesecake filling failed miserably.
And
Tasted good, but failed.
well, sometimes you got to break a little eggs.
That's right. So it's what I've come up with lately is kind of a cheesecake, but more of a creamy cheese cake filling.
Hmm. I can almost see like almost using like a custard in it too.
Right.
Like that might be interesting. Me, I try to play with like recipes too much, and then I'll end up ruining them. That's what I do. I'm like, and then my daughter's like, "No, go back and do it the right way, mom."
Mm. Well, my mom is one of those cooks, and her mom was an incredible cook, and they both taught me quite well.
Yeah, because I have cooked a few of your recipes, and they have all worked out wonderfully. And I didn't even modify them. I cooked them just the way you told me to. So, and I haven't had a bad one yet. So, any of his recipes are wonderful. If you guys ever should try them, you know, if
Wait,
you make
which
it to
one's
a
it?
channel.
I
The
said
salt
the
crusted
salt
one
crust.
and the
Yeah,
corn
that's
fritters.
easy. Oh, the corn fritters?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did make the corn fritters.
Now, I have to ask, did you add sugar into the batter?
I did not because don't I don't like the sweet cornbread, so I just
Okay.
used regular. But the corn was really sweet, so
Right.
it kind of
Right.
offset everything.
I usually like to add a little sugar. Yeah, I tend to get a little carried away, but because the sugar tends to brown the fritter part of it.
Oh, well, next time I will try with the sugar. It's
Yeah.
just yeah, in
Light
the south
sugar.
there's two camps. You either add sugar to your cornbread or you don't. So,
Right. Right.
but I will try it.
And I'm a fat boy, so sweet is for me.
I can understand that. Brian's a big guy. Um, like when we were in high school, okay, like he is a big guy.
Oh, Teresa, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, it does. It's like, man, I'm getting
I use
hungry
Swiss
now.
cheese in mine.
Oh. But yeah, Brian's a big guy, and then when I started cooking, like that just added to the problem. I was like, "Ooh, I gotta stop cooking here for a little bit. We're just gonna eat salads for a while." But you know, when you're happy, you eat. So I took it as
Right.
him being happy. So
The easiest way to a man's heart is A, either through his stomach, or B, between the fourth and fifth rib with a sharp knife.
I can agree to that.
Hmm.
Oh, all right, y'all. Well, I have really gone over my hour, normal stream time here, and
I helped.
yep, and Fish Nerd did help. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up tonight, y'all, and I'll stream again Wednesday and Sunday this week, and we got shenanigans Thursday starting this
Yay!
week. Thursday for shenanigans, y'all. Um, Juju, would you drop me a link for shenanigans, please?
Please.
And thank you. I would do it, but I already closed my phone out of chat. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Um,
Juju.
and a Siamese kitten. Oh man, that's so wrong. Oh,
Okay,
oh.
I earned that one. I earned that one for teasing about the Oreos.
We did kind of go forward with the Oreos. Oh man, and then there's that.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I'll post a shenanigan. Oh, and Claire, when are you? Sorry,
Yes.
I didn't know Claire was still here. Sorry, Claire.
We're
Um,
sorry, Claire.
we need to get a link drop for Claire too. Juju, where you at? Claire's on Wednesday. What else does Claire got going on? I need to, I'll post a community thing. And this is why I was gonna start having Juju on. I was gonna get her to come on tonight, and she was like not feeling it. So, oh, games shenanigans on Thursday.
Yep.
Oh, it's okay. But yeah, I know we got some people in the bushes here. So if y'all are still here, bush people, click those links. Go subscribe to these
Yep.
channels. Go
Yep.
watch them. Oh,
And smash the like button.
yeah, all the YouTubey things.
Do
We
all the
like it.
YouTubey things.
See, even Teresa said, "Yay!"
Yay.
So, all right, y'all. I will see y'all Wednesday.
I will
Probably over
probably
on
be there.
Twitter, and I'll probably be here later at night or earlier in the day. I don't know. Thursday, Wednesday, I'm gonna do something different. I don't know what yet, but I'll figure it out. All right,
Well, if
bye,
not, give me a
y'all.
call.
All right, bye, y'all.
Good night, everybody. Sleep well.